Hey, you, right there. You, the person with the face watching the video. Are you productive? I'm not. I just pretend I'm productive on the internet while also making daily uploads on multiple channels. JK, I'm mildly productive. That's why I'm going to tell you how to be mildly productive. Probably more than mildly productive in this video. And the point that I just made by casually switching between topics so quickly is the fact that the number one reason people aren't productive is because they task switch so much. And I'm gonna tell you how to prevent those sort of things very quickly and simply. So for the majority of you probably who have an iPhone, what I really would recommend for you is to implement a few simple and easy applications to get you off of being distracted in the first place, because this is the number one distractor. Let's be real here. And I'll actually add a desktop app to add as well. Number one, you should get the application OneSec, which essentially makes it so that when you are going into an application like Instagram, as it shows in this clip, it gives you a prompt to wait a second and stop yourself from going into an app just by habit. This is something that we often have, and it really does bother me that so many people deal with this. I personally hate it when this happens to me. There's a beta for this on Android as well, but it essentially uses automation in the apps that we have on our phone now to prevent you from going into applications very quickly. You can use one app for free, and if you pay like $1 a month, you're going to get it for the premium version, which allows you to block as many apps as possible. The second thing I'd recommend is always being on Do Not Disturb. Notifications are the worst thing that exists, and if you are able to mitigate those red dots from showing, you're gonna prevent yourself from being like, ooh, do I open this app or what? I have Do Not Disturb on at all times because I know it is my fault if I'm checking the messages. Same thing for my PC as well. Number three, I recommend you using Cold Turkey on your desktop. It's something that I use. And what this does is it connects with your browser and prevents you from going into different sites. So you can install it on all these different browsers. And then if we have certain things, what we can do is we can turn the blocks on or off and prevent you from looking at things like YouTube analytics. If you're my case, you can set it so that it blocks it during certain times of the day. For the longest time, I had things blocked from like 4:30 in the morning to 5 p.m. at night, so that I could only like check Vices at night. And that really did help my productivity and prevent me from switching between task to task. I also recommend you getting noise canceling headphones. This might be one of the smallest but most effective productivity hacks of all time. Getting the Apple AirPod Pro 2s recently has been a game changer for me. I can listen to audiobooks when I work out. I can listen to music at a coffee shop that's like just a movie soundtrack rather than them playing like Unholy by Sam Smith while I'm trying to do work at a coffee shop. Although that song does slap, it is distracting. And I really do think that noise canceling headphones can completely change the way that you're focused on your work. I also recommend that you couple listening to music on noise canceling with movie soundtracks that are inspirational, white noise, or anything else that doesn't really have lyrics in it, while also using an app like Flora. Flora is a time tracking and focus Pomodoro app that I use. And the cute thing about it is if you utilize it correctly, you can keep planting trees. And if you don't use it correctly, it will kill the tree if you go off of that Pomodoro app on your phone. It'll kill the tree. So it prevents you from going to the other apps. You already have notifications disabled, and you have OneSec preventing you from going towards different social media apps and getting into a spiral of social media content. I also recommend that during the time you're actually working, that you utilize task batching and time blocking together. So by having a time where you're working on a specific theme of your life, like for me, Rise Productive, I then can figure out on certain days of the week, okay, let's task batch something like recording. For example, today, probably recording close to 20 or 30 videos because that's a much better use of my time than switching between a different group of tasks, as I'm going to be in the same frame of mind. And there's actually studies that show that if you do something like task batching, where you do recording of videos for a huge session and then you wait a week, you're going to be in a better mood to do that thing because you're less burnt out by doing that thing. Me doing this for like 3 hours is going to be different on my mind than me doing it 2 videos a day for 2 weeks straight. I'm gonna just feel like I'm sick of recording. I'm not gonna be able to get myself to do one recording, but I give myself big breaks. I then find that it's much easier to bang out like 10 videos in an hour, take a break, do 10 more videos in an hour, and then continue that process until I get way ahead on content, and then the cycle repeats itself. It's gonna take you less time, you're gonna be more energized while doing it, and you're gonna probably be more entertaining. I mean, not that I'm entertaining, but some people are entertaining in the productivity app community. And some videos like this one can also help you out improve your productivity even more.